to go
It
up there,
is.
it's like, hey, they treat you like a brother. Really, they do.
Yeah.
It's pretty neat. So
Yeah.
it's pretty cool. Now, there's another story I want to mention real quick before I forget, and we're getting close, but was there something about you guys had didn't you get flagged down about an accident or something happened with a pregnant girl or something like that? Does that ring
Oh
a bell?
yeah. That
Let's
was
talk
early in
about
my
that.
career. I wasn't flagged down. Okay. This has really humbled me early in my career. Really, really humbled me. So we're talking probably geez, 95 maybe. So early. So what happened is I'm working with a guy named Ronnie Price. Ronnie passed. We're good guy, Ronnie passed. We were in academy together too. But we heard the gunshots. We just heard it wasn't like pop, pop, pop. It was automatic weapons. So we weren't far. We pull up Ninth in Indiana, ironically, a block away from where I was born. I lived at Ninth in Somerset or Ninth in Percy, right in that area right there. We pull up in the corner, and there's a guy sitting in a car. This car is just riddled with bullets. When I say riddled, it's all over. Like if you ever remember Angelo Bruno, like the way it was a Philadelphia mobster was killed like that. So he's just head back, big, huge guy. And about 20 feet behind him was a woman. And she was face down with an ice cream cone in her hand. So now, you know how we're trying to secure a crime scene. There's 100 people out there. It's probably 11:30 at night. There's 100 people out there, 200 people. And we're getting shoved around. There's only me and Ronnie. We're trying to secure this guy in the car, secure the woman on the ground. And I checked her. I knew she was gone. She was not breathing. She had no pulse. She was on the ground face down. So I'm trying to secure it. Meanwhile, I have all these people screaming at me. She's pregnant. She's pregnant. She's pregnant. Okay, and if no one was there, I'm roping this off. Okay, everybody stand back. But I was scared. I was really scared. So I get my car. I call Temple. Temple's 4 blocks away. I said, all right, I have a 5292, which is code for dead person. I said, however, she is 7 months pregnant, 8 months pregnant. I can't remember. So now I put her in the car. We drive to Temple. Um, Meanwhile, I got 5, 6 cars following me of the people who are family, I guess. We get to Temple. They're waiting for me because I told them I was coming. They get her. Now I'm in the operating right there area, and I'm pushing people back because they want to get in there. There's kind of mayhem going on. I watched them cut this woman open, okay? And they reached in and pulled this little infant out of her stomach. And when they pulled her out of her stomach, it was limp. Picture me holding with something just limp. And then they got these little pasty things, these little, I guess you put on turkey basters. They went up
Yeah.
each nostril, down the throat. And after the third one, I seen this. Boom, boom. You seen them start breathing. I was like mortified. I was like, holy shit. I actually cried. I couldn't believe it. And all I
Yeah.
kept thinking to myself was, I wasn't going to move her. I wasn't going to move her. And as I kept thinking, now, eventually there was an arrest made, 4 individuals that were involved in that. So we went to trial. So that's where I met this guy named attorney named Carlos Vega. Carlos, the best homicide attorney in the history of Philadelphia. I don't care what anyone says. So there I am, and I have to testify to what I saw and what I did. So as I'm testifying, he asked me on what happened after they did the little turkey basters. They said, "Do you remember the gender?" I said, "Yeah, it was a boy." Well, I seen this older woman jump up out of the courtroom and run out. Okay, she ran out of the courtroom. I realized that was the grandmother because the mother died right there.
Hmm.
So as years went on, I got to know the family pretty well. The young boy was raised by his aunt. I can't remember her name. She moved to Jersey, and the father and mother still lived here. So every time I seen him, we had this little bit of a relationship. So the boy is now 20. He's got to be, Jesus, got to be close to 30 years old now. Late 20s. Lives in Jersey. The irony is that the grandfather told me his mother, who died at the scene, she never spoke a lick of English. The son don't speak a lick of Spanish. But you know what? If I wasn't forced to drive her,
Yeah.
that wouldn't happen. And
Yeah.
kind of humbled me. It humbled me really a lot. And I
A
wrote
little
wrote a whole chapter on how I felt when that happened.
a,
It's
a little
Elizabeth
divine.
Karaskia. Her name was Elizabeth Karaskia. I'll never forget it. Never forget it.
Yeah, that's
Mhm.
a little divine intervention. I mean,
Oh yeah,
golly. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. So, and then thank you for sharing that story. When I heard that earlier, I was like, oh my gosh, that's one of those monumental moments as a cop that you
Yeah.
just
And I
don't
was
forget.
young. I
Yeah.
was young. I was early in my career. Early in my career. So I was like,
Yeah.
holy shit. Man, that just
Hopefully
blew
he's
me
doing
away.
well in life.